Studio City. But, so we've always known about the smog.
Yeah, it was smog is what was bothering me, of course. Okay, well, let's see if there's anybody else that's coagulated around the microphones there. Sunday night, I guess there's a football game. I don't know whether it's over or not. Did you watch the 49er game at all?
No, I didn't, but here they won.
Oh, 49ers won, did they?
That's what, they won. I don't know what the score was, but according to my wife, they won.
Yeah, I'll be darned. Okay, because my buddy up in Washington was thinking that the team up there really had a strong team this year. They were going to just walk through the 49ers like they weren't even there. Obviously, that did not happen, so maybe there's some waking up to be done in Washington.
Well, there's a lot of wokeness in Washington.
Well, I know that, but he's not woke by a long shot. But the Seahawks were supposedly, I don't know whether he did it today in tongue-in-cheek. He just thought that the team was going to walk right through the 49ers. And I asked him about it, and he said, yeah, we've really got a good team this year, really highly promoted, highly anticipating a very good season. So, maybe they just got off to a stumble start. Who knows?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't watch football, so my wife's glad I don't. So I don't know.
Why does your wife don't like you to watch football?
Oh, I think she's just glad I'm not one of those football husbands, I guess. Never have been. I didn't play football in high school either. They wanted me to, but I just didn't want to.
Yeah, okay. Well, I've lost interest in watching it because I can't see what's going on. I could listen to it, but it really holds little interest when I can't watch the actual function. I'm get more enjoyment out of watching the athletics, the athleticism, and than anything else on the field.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. Mike, I was going to ask you, are you eligible for a cornea transplant?
Well, that wouldn't do any good. I don't have a cornea problem. I've got cataract replacements, but the lenses are okay. Everything's fine on the front side. I suspect, and I just cannot get a good answer from the doctors. They think most of the problem is in the optic nerve on both sides. Last time I was in, they said my optic nerve on the left side was in a frayed, damaged condition, didn't look very good, and consequently I have no vision in the left eye. Anyway, I do have vision, but it's partially missing in the middle of where I look toward my nose. If I look out there, everything from right of center to my nose, if you can see the bridge of my nose is gone, and that's strange. That's a big block of missing imagery. And the right eye has just the same old missing imagery in the middle. I've got a blind spot in the middle of both eyes. So you combine the blind spot in the middle with this blind spot to the right side of my left eye, and I don't see much in the left eye. The doctor said I didn't have any vision in the left eye that he could see. Well, I have vision. Apparently, they don't have good enough tools to measure it. I have very little faith in the measurement that we did at Dr. Maxwell's office. It was not performed with the greatest of ease. They had problems with the machine, and when I didn't see any sparklies on the left side, and yet I had vision on that side, I think there's something wrong. But it may just indicate that there have to be a sparkle up to a certain level, but they have different levels of sparkles. Some are bright and some aren't, but I never saw any. Anyway, I did on the right side, but they were all the same brightness, as I recall, for the most part. Anyway, enough of that. Let's see if there's anybody else in here for the Bozo Net. We're getting close to starting time here. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox in the group, K6 MYC.
can't believe it. Nobody's there. What's going on?
What time do you have?
It's just now 7:30, I think.
Okay. Well, there should be some others floating in here pretty quickly. I came out early because Judy was going to fix dinner, and then she fell asleep, and I didn't want to wake her up. She had a kind of an unusual, weird day. We were worried about one of our cats, but Bootsy finally did show up, so that was on her mind. And her daughter left today and drove back to San Andreas, and she was worried about any action or problem that she would have on the trip. She made it back all okay, so that was good. But then we went out and worked on a couple of little projects in the back together, and she opened a can of chlorine, powdered chlorine for the pool. I could not get this cover off, and I thought, well, there's got to be instructions on the canister or something. I have two of them identical, one by the other, and I push on the lever to undo the cap, and it wouldn't undo. Anyway, we fiddled with it long enough, and all of a sudden it started to work. We don't know what we did to make it work, but so we had some of those, and then she was off her schedule eating, and she didn't eat lunch until 3:30, and on and on. She just off her game today. Hopefully she'll wake up tomorrow and get back on the track of timing. Her daughter's gone now, and the dogs are gone, and she can concentrate on just doing the things that we did. We did spend quite a bit of time opening the mail, and I guess she finds that tiresome or whatever. I find it really boring. I kept trying to stay awake, but I did manage to do it. Frank was here and did some very heavy trimming on a tree that we had rubbing the roof. It did some minor roof damage. I've got to get a roofer out to repair. That was our day. So let's see, who's here? I know the stream is turned on. I could see it in the house, so Aaron's around here somewhere. K6MYC with 982, KG6 Charlie Echo Fox, standing by and looking south for Bozo Net check-ins. Over.
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf 971.
Well, at least Clear Lake's alive and well. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening.
KM6 SRR number 432 and Bozo 1200 KM6 UKN. And you mean not Clear Lake but Course Gold, Mike?
I guess so, yeah. It says Course Gold. Did I say Clear Lake? I didn't listen to what my mouth was saying. My brain said Course Gold and my mouth said Clear Lake. I guess I got to get them on the same page, huh?
Yeah, they're a few hundred miles apart.
Something like that, yeah.
We need to change the name of this to the Course Gold Bozo Net.
Yeah, there you go.
Or the Oakhurst Bozo Net.
It always has been the Course Gold.
I hear somebody saying the Oakhurst Net. Who is that?
There's nobody in Oakhurst.
That was me, Whiskey 6 Papa Echo.
Well, there he is. He is here. W6PE. I've got all the northern people here, and I'm turned down south. So, good evening to you, Mike.
Yeah, I figured you might be able to pick me up off the back of your beam.
Yeah, we hear you. You're not real strong, but we've got you. So, welcome to the Bozo Net here on 2 meters on the backside. The backside of 2 meter Bozo Net. Okay, let's see. So, Rob, how are you doing today? You got anything done?
Oh, yeah. Got quite a bit done, really. I'm working on clearing a spot for the solar panels, the arrays. I got to make it a little bit bigger than what I originally thought. I guess I forgot that I got 2 of the charge controllers, so that means I need 6 arrays, not just 3.
I'm sorry. I got confused. The charge controllers, you probably only need 2.
Yeah, I've got 2 of the EG4 controllers, you know, that charge the batteries and make electricity into 240 volt stuff. So I need 3 arrays for each one.
3 arrays. Oh, wow, you don't need 3 arrays. You have the capability with the EG4 to have 3 separate inputs, yes. I don't even use all of mine yet.
Increased yours to maximum, and my house house isn't quite as big as yours, but it's going to be probably close. So I wanted to make sure I didn't run out.
Oh, yeah. To have enough room for solar panels, you mean?
Well, enough electricity being made by the solar setup. So that's why I got 12 batteries and 6 for each of the controllers and 2 controllers.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know how many panels you're going to end up with. You must know that, but okay. Well, you do have, I've got 15 batteries, just 3 more than you have, but you'll be okay, I think, with 12 batteries. As far as I can envision, you'll be okay with 12. I have a case that will hold another 3 if you get to that point.
Yeah, we'll probably have to see how it goes. So, yeah, I'm going to have 62 panels.
Okay, boy, you're loaded.
Yep, wanted to make sure that I had plenty. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be a fun project. Taking some time though, and I'm clearing stuff out. And boy, there's some rocks in the way that are going to be a pain in the rear. I got the grass pretty much out of the way and weeds and stuff, and had a bunch of piles, brush piles and junk. So my burn pile doubled in size today.
Yeah, ours did too almost, because we cut huge limbs off of an oak tree in front of the house that had overgrown. It used to be clear of the roof of the house, but with the weight of the leaves this year, everything's heavy, and I've got lots of acorn load, so the branches have gone down and been dragging on the roof, and have worn some shingles badly. So that's what Frank and Amanda were doing today, was cutting that, and they cut some serious limbs down. A lot of foliage from that went down to the burn pile. And I got a few burn pieces to burn, but that was our day. I didn't get involved in that too much, except to give them the okay to do it. Okay, so how's Candy doing?
Oh, she's doing fine. She had a tennis clinic today, so she's trying to get back in the swing of things after her hip replacement. So she's doing good. And that reminds me, you mentioned Amanda. Is there a day next week where you won't be using her?
Well, I would just call her. She's sort of floating here. She can arrange her time to give you a day, I'm sure, in there. I don't have her every day. She did not work. Let's see. I don't think she worked Friday. Well, I take it back. She comes at odd hours. This morning she was here at 7:30. Worked pretty much the whole day up to about 2 o'clock. So a long day today for her. And but I would just give her a call and see where she can fit you in, Rob. Over.
Okay, I didn't want to get in the way of your progress there. Yeah, she usually likes to start early and quit midday before it gets too hot. And we've got a cooling down trend, so it's a good time. Yeah, I want to cut the grass on the areas where I'm putting the solar panels. I did have her last time cut one of the areas, but I'd forgotten that I need two setups, so I need enough space for 3 more arrays to be cleared.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm sure she can handle that, and she'd be happy to do that for you, so you go ahead and use her. And I'm sure that we don't have anything that pressing here that she has to do. The big one today was a fairly pressing thing, and a little cleanup to do in the front yard yet. And she'll probably come tomorrow and do that, and then she can work with you any other day, I think.
Okay, sounds good. I'll let you get back to the net, KM6SRR.
Okay, who else do we have for check-ins? KB6RQU, N6SWR beaming south into Bakersfield and Lake Isabella. Anybody down that way? K6MYC Bozo Net. Oh my goodness, something wrong there, Terry. You're very, very weak. KK6ZKE, K6MYC 704. We've got you.
Well, I turned the amp on. Is this any better?
Of course.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, that's your normal signal strength there. Well, how much power are you running without it?
Well, it's down to 5 because I'm feeding the front end of that amp that puts out around 100 and 125.
Okay, so you feed 5 watts in, get 125. That's a big jump. No wonder your 5 watts is a little marginal. But we could work you, of course. But it's much easier when you have the amp on. And how was your day?
Well, doing good. I'm trying to figure out a new piece of stereo gear. It's actually driven by the iPhone.
K6MYC WA6TED. What was the number 10 there, Mike?
Yeah, number 12. I hear you, Ted. Thank you. Good signal up this way. Hang on a second. WA6TED down there near San Diego. K6MYC. How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I just thought I would see if you could still hear me with this pile of junk that I'm running over here. Anyhow, top of the evening to you. K6MYC, Bozo number 47, I think it is. And this is WA6TED, Bozo number 10 down here in Carlsbad.
Okay, very good, Ted. Let's see, maybe a couple of others here. Maybe Rob would like to give you a call. Rob, are you hearing Ted there?
Oh, yeah, hearing him loud. How you doing, Ted? WA6TED, KM6SRR. Good to hear you.
KM6SR, I think it was WA6TED. Good morning. Good afternoon or evening, I should say. So I got my head up my tail here.
That's okay. Long day, I guess, for a lot of people doing work today. Yeah, it's Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo.
Okie dokie, got it. Anyhow, I just thought I'd give you a holler back there too, and you guys are sounding good over here, down here, I should say, in Carlsbad, down here in San Diego way.
Yep, you're doing good, Ted. So the only pile of junk is still working. Thanks for checking in. I have not heard John there in the high desert. He usually points up this way about this time and gets some check-ins. So we'll be listening for John here shortly. Good evening to you. Great to hear you. WA6TED. Hopefully things going well down there for you. K6MYC, Central California near Fresno. Okay. Is Aaron around here somewhere, Rob?
Yeah, he checked in on the local net. That's why I didn't come over, really. It ran almost into 7:30. But then he didn't answer when they called him individually. He did his vice president's report. He's probably got a lot of stuff going on at home there. You say the net's going, isn't it?
Missed the last comment.
Didn't you say the net is going?
Yeah, the stream is going, yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I used the wrong terms. Yeah, the stream.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's running, so he's around somewhere. I'll just go ahead and check him in here, but I'm sure he'll show up with he and Brittany. Anyway, who else do we have? We're very shy of people here this evening. Pointing down.
Rob.
There you go. There's Judy. Just walked in here. I'm shy of a few people here in this San Joaquin Valley. We can go over and get a Tascadero here in a second. I'm surprised that Mike, WA6AAJ, isn't here. Normally, Bill, Alpha 6 Sugar's not in here on Sunday night, as is not Ken. Any word on Ken? Is he okay? I guess he was sick for a little while after he got back from his trip, right?
Yeah, no, I think he's doing fine. He's kind of busy, but he last time I heard, he was doing fine. He gave his report on the local club net.
Oh, okay, very good. Well, I'm looking for other check-ins. KB6RQU. Rick, where are you? No interference tonight from the LA guys. They're very quiet down there. I'm hardly hearing anything. Ted was from, he's not in DM12, but he's so close he might as well be in Carlsbad there.
Yeah, Ted was sounding good. I haven't heard John at all in there. Bozo 61, where the heck are you, Rick?
Well, I guess we ought to run over there and get a Tascadero. Ron should definitely be there tonight, so let's do that. Here we go. Okay, Ron, KW6QUI. W6QUI Atascadero, or KN6EIV, or anybody else over that way. K6MYC in the Bozo Net, Central California, Northern California version looking.
Yeah, good evening over there, W6QUI. K6MYC, W6QUI.
Yeah, no, I hear you fine. I was just writing you in. You didn't give me your number, but I know it. But I like to have you guys give the number so it gets recorded on the stream from your voice, not mine. That's the only reason I want you to give your number. How you doing this evening? And is Eric around anywhere? Over.
Eric just got home. I'm talking to him on the phone. He's been out of town. So check Eric in. KN6EIV, it is Bozo 1044. And W6QUI, Bozo number is 1055. Over.
Yeah, we got you. Of course, we missed you last Wednesday, but that was the third Wednesday of the month, so I guess that's why we didn't hear you. Oh, that was the first Wednesday, I'm sorry. Last Wednesday night was the first Wednesday, and of course you weren't there first and third Wednesdays. I know you're usually missing. And that was a shame, but we still had 30-some check-ins. It wasn't bad. Anyway, good evening to you, and I'll get Eric checked in 1044, Judy, 1044. And we'll see who else is in here. One of these days I thought we might hear KB6R WRW. KB6WRW Bill down there, but I haven't heard him. Have you heard anybody else? You want to make a local call there, Ron, over?
Yeah, hang on a minute. Anybody local here, Atascadero, Paso Robles, wherever, want to check into the Bozo Net? Over.
I'm not local, but I'll check in. K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Yeah, good evening, Aaron. We have you. Are you copying Ron down there? Okay.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Ron. K6USY Delta Mike 06.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Good evening, Aaron. Good signal. Okay, nobody else local. Yeah, Bill isn't always on. I guess he checked in, he checked in Mobile, didn't he? He was coming back from a vacation a few weeks ago or something. Imagine that was a surprise for you. Okay. That's all I have, so I'll let you carry on there. W6QUI.
Okay, well, hang on a second. Rob, go ahead.
How you doing, Ron? W6QUI, KM6SRR. You're sounding good tonight.
Okay, Rob, same to you. Good signal over here. The wind's blowing the right direction, I think. Over.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, thanks.
KJ6TYO 1009.
Anybody else?
1009, we have you, Ron. Anyway, 73's, Ron, and we'll see you maybe on Tuesday on 1296. I won't be able to hear you, I don't think, unless you've added some power there. But you'll be hopefully working Bill. He's back to normal here, I guess. Everything okay on his side. And Rob can hear you sometimes, and so can WA6AAJ. And of course, Ken, WA6OIB, can hear you if he's in here as well, but he doesn't do 1296 lately. He's got some repair work to do on the tower, and he hasn't been able to get to it. Okay, 73, Ron, and thanks very much for checking in here this evening. See you soon. KJ6TYO, good morning, Ron. Good afternoon, whatever it is, you're over.
Yep, good evening, Mike. Just thought since you were pointing towards the Atascadero, I'd jump in there. So anyway, so I got a stray cat wandering in here to the garage. And anyway, good evening, and hey, have a good week, Mike. KJ6TYO 1009.
Yeah, and I would expect we would hear Adam in here also this evening, KE6VON. Haven't heard Alan for a week or so, and I'm trying to keep up with his schedule, but I think he was working, so he should be off today and then starts work again on Tuesday or something, but maybe I've got it screwed up again. Anyway, okay, on the cat, we were concerned today because our little calico didn't come back this morning. I saw her yesterday and the later part of the day, and then we didn't see her again. We've already lost one cat in the last couple of weeks. We lost Blackie. He's never to be seen again, and we miss him. And we were hoping that it wouldn't, the same thing had not happened to Bootsy when both Judy and I went out and walked around the yard, and walked around. And then I finally came out here at about 7 o'clock or a little bit before to turn everything on in the barn, and she was down here at the barn, or halfway to the barn, and very nervous, and didn't want to come back up to the house with me, and she didn't want to come to the barn, but she did, and she finally came down here and ate, which is very rare, but the big boys usually keep her out of here, so she is now feeling that because Blackie's not here, she can take over. So she did come to the barn to eat, I think, for the first time in quite a while. So that was good to see her. Anyway, it was a relief to see her. She's a very loving cat, very, very attentive, and has her own little ways, but she makes sure that she climbs up into Judy's lap at least once a day, and mine as well. So we love her from that standpoint too. Anyway, thanks for checking in, Ron, and we'll stand by and see if there's anybody else here before we turn up toward Santa Cruz. Not hearing anybody else, so good evening, Ron, and we'll catch you tomorrow or the next day probably. 1296, I think you've got running now, don't you?
Yes, I do. I can do 6 meter too, but sometimes that work gets in the way of staying up late.
Yeah, I know. If you got to get up early the next morning, for sure. All right, buddy. Take care. One last call before I pull out of the San Joaquin Valley and head up towards Santa Cruz. K6MYC Bozo Net. Check-ins, please. Nothing heard. Okay. Heading up that way. Here we are up towards Santa Cruz. And is that 270 something? 277. Yeah. Santa Cruz and Watsonville. So we should have KW6 Sugar and Alpha Foxtrot 6C Echo, AF6U, I should say. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United in here. Go ahead, Tom, if you're there. Go ahead. I don't hear Tom. How about you, Lee?
K6MYC from AF6 United. I am here tonight. Good evening to you and Judy.
Okay, good evening. And at 1098, 101098, countdown Bozo. Please say that so that Judy can write it down, and also it'll be recorded for all to hear to eternity here on the live stream. Lee, how was your weekend? Over.
Oh, actually, everything is going pretty well. I am just trying to get everything, all the ducks in a row for getting my new tower delivered possibly on Friday coming up here. So I'm just trying to get everything all in order and ready to get the thing off the trailer and get ready for having some new projects and a whole new deep rabbit hole, I guess, to go down.
Oh, well, hopefully it's not a rabbit hole for you. Hopefully it'll be enjoyable and a good learning experience there. But don't forget, next weekend is the ARRL September VHF UHF contest. So we'll be doing weak signal work again, and there's no net next Sunday night, so a week from tonight there will be no net as the contest runs right up to about 8 o'clock here. So we usually don't have a net. I'll be on here, but I'll be calling for contacts as opposed to check-ins. Hi. Anyway, let's see if Tom is in here this evening. He should be. He's probably just listening in the background there. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, over. Well, he's in a project or watching TV or sleeping in a chair after sipping on a glass of wine. I think the weather's been nice over there. It was beautiful here today. We probably just touched 90 but it was quite cool most of the day, and a little humid, but we didn't work up too much of a sweat. Back to you, Lee, and we'll let you go and catch you tomorrow night on 6 meters. AF6 United, K6MYC.
All right, Mike. Yeah, well, it was a beautiful day here. Got into the mid-70s for us, and I guess only getting into the 90s for you is time to break out the sweaters and get ready for winter, right? But anyway, yeah, it was a pretty nice day here, and yeah, again, just planning for projects. So I'll turn it back to you and say 7-3 tonight, and look forward to Sunday. And I will try to be on the. Are you going to have the same rotation that you normally do next week for the contest?
Yeah, I think we'll do 1296 for the first half hour, but other than that, then we'll go to 222, and 432 will be last, so you can stay up a little later on Saturday night there and pick us up on 432 at about 9 o'clock or 8:30. I think that's the rotation I'm going to put into play here. Good evening to you, Lee, and let's see if Rob wants to say, has got any copy on you. Rob, how are you doing with Lee? Lee.
I can just hear some words, but can't quite make it out.
Yeah, I can hear, Rob just said, I can hear some words, but I can't quite make him out. So, and yeah, it was a very shaky copy on this end, too. Again, we've got a big pile of rocks in between us. So until I can get my antenna up, or Rob can get his antenna up higher, or both of us do the same, we're probably going to have a real shaky copy. So anyway, thanks for that. KM6SRR, good evening, Rob, and K6MYC. I will say 7-3 for tonight. AF6 United, back to net.
Okay, thanks, Lee. We'll see you tomorrow, perhaps, on 6. AF6 United. How about Tom? One last call, Tom. We'll keep it up for you later, but KW6S, Tom, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Oh, Tom. Okay, I'm going to move up into the Bay Area here.
I was able to hear Lee that time. 73 Lee, yep. I probably need to get a preamp, and then I'll be able to hear you fine. It'll be a while before I get a better antenna and up higher.
All right, Rob. Well, as a matter of fact, I think we should spend a little time sometime off net trying to see if there's another little hole that we can make contact through, because I know that in the past I've been able to hear you as you swing up towards the Bay Area. There is one place in there over Los Gatos or something like that where you actually do come through quite readable. Definitely Q5, as Mike likes to say, armchair copy. So I would look forward to doing something like that in the future if you have the time and the inclination to try that. Anyway, KM6SRR, AF6 United, and I'll turn it back over to K6MYC. 7-3, everybody.
Okay, very good, Lee.
3. Yeah, I couldn't get all of that, but they got most of it.
Okay, very good. 7-3, Lee. And I'm pointed at 290 now. I started at 277. I moved the antenna to 290. Do you hear any difference?
I hear you still loud and clear, but you've come down probably 2 S units if that's directed to me.
Yes, it was. I was just seeing because I don't hear anything different in the hearing in the speaker here. You're still loud. Very good, Lee. Thanks. We'll see you later. K6MYC clear with Watsonville, and listening for anybody checking in for the 2-meter Bozo Net in the Bay Area, please. Over.
Okay, we had John in there, Mike, K6MI, and I just heard Rick chime in. How you doing, Rick? KB6RQU, old Bozo 61. This KM6SR and the gang. Going good. Yeah, we called for you a bunch earlier, but we didn't hear you there. We didn't hear the LA guys tonight, so you would have had a clear shot. We didn't hear the LA guys in here earlier tonight, so you would have had a clear shot at get through to us. Yep, once in a while that happens. We did talk to Ted down there in Carlsbad, so we definitely checked in with somebody down there.
KG6 USS, Kilo 6 Mike, Italy, 711. That's 711, Kilo 6 Mike, Italy.
Yeah, Rick, we hear the LA guys. Thanks for being there.
You might as well check us in, Rob. Why don't you call him as well as you're pointed toward LA?
Okay. Hey, John, KG6 USS, you've got our local John here, Bozo 711, K6MI checking in, and we'd like to check in 432 KM6SRR and 47 K6MYC. Over. QSL, John, I was listening to Ted. He's really strong.
Thanks.
All right, John, KG6 USS, KM6SR, and the gang, 73. And 73, Rick, I'm going to go back up to the Bay Area where Mike's pointed.
Okay. All right, we got three skunks having a little bit of a battle here over the 2 canisters of food that are on the floor. Judy's going to put some more down. There are 3 big, beautiful skunks. The little boys are growing up pretty fast here. Anyway, good evening to Rick. I wish I couldn't copy him, but I didn't want to rotate all the way around. We had some check-ins in the Bay Area. We'll take them now. Bay Area again. Sorry, guys, we had a check-in group from the Southern California that should have been in here earlier, but they just popped in and when I asked for you guys. Bay Area again, K6MYC.
807 AB6SR.
Yeah, hi, Stan. 807, good to hear you. Strong signal. And how are you doing this evening? It was probably cold in the Bay Area, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was only 82 here today, so it warmed up in the afternoon, but it got kind of cloudy in the morning, which was strange. We went out for a walk about 6 in the morning. There was a nice full moon setting. Then it got a bit cloudy, and mid-morning it got sunny again, but a very comfortable day. Just a bit warm in the afternoon. Nothing new from me. Good evening to Judy there. Weather seems to be changing a bit. Raccoons seem to be thieving a few of the tomatoes plants too, but we got plenty, so there are enough for everybody. But nothing much else. Back to you, K6MYC AB6SR 807.
Hi, Stan, and the skunks are absolutely gorgeous and very big.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Okay. She went out and fed them some more, and they backed off, but they're watching her to make sure that she's not going to cut their heads off. They're nice. I haven't seen them yet. They're just out of sight for me, and of course my sight's so poor. If they were just peeping their heads around the corner, I wouldn't see it. Anyway, Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. 807. His number's 807, which means it's a beer. That's a bottle of beer is an 807. But he's drinking Merlot, aren't you?
Damn right I am.
Okay. Very good. Let's see who else is in here, Stan. I'm not sure I pointed right where the peak is tonight. Sometimes it's way off. Sometimes it's right where it should be. I never can tell. I'm clear up at 290 for you. AB6SR, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Check-ins in the Bay Area, please, now.
226 is here.
W2, WRX.
6 Quebec Romeo, Bozo 177. You got JNN 285.
I'll get 285. We got 226. 285, 177. I hear you, Gary. Hang in there a second if you can. If you can't, I've got you. And there may have been some others. Good evening, Ken. Say hello to Stan if you like, and then we'll go ahead and pick up Jim, WB6JNN. Go ahead, Ken.
Okay, good evening, guys. WA60IB 226 Clovis. Good to see you all. It's been a few weeks since I've been able to get out here. There's lots of things going on here. So, anyway, and good evening to Jim there, WB6JNN, WA60IB with the gang.
Yeah, hi, Ken. You're S3.5, WB6JNN.
Go ahead, Jim. Make a little longer transmission so I can bone in on you there.
Yeah, okay. This is WB6JNN, Willie Baker 6, Juliet, November, in San Jose. Still at low power, but hey, 10 watts is 10 watts. It kept coming to the Bay Area and then disappearing on us. But at least I was able to figure out what was going on by going to the internet here. Okay, that should be enough. K6MYC, WB6JNN 285.
Yeah, very good, Jim. Did you say you're still? I thought you said you're still running low power, but it sounds like you got the amp on there. Very loud tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, you're S9, so I could be in the 5 or so category, I would imagine.
Yeah, okay. Well, great. How was your weekend? Did you do anything special?
Well, I think I told you about the cat earlier, and today I was on my 6100 playing around on 20 and 40 meters and helped the guys in their photo and Route 66 people gave a bunch of some contacts there, so of course I have the 321 amp on there, so that helps.
Wow. That was weird. You were real strong in the middle, and all of a sudden you just took an instant dive, and I got down to no readable. I could hear you, but I couldn't read it. Did you hear that, Ken, or was it just the band for me?
No, I was having real difficulty hearing him.
Okay, yeah, I took a big, deep fade. Okay, well, anyway, Jim, thanks for checking in. Good to hear you, of course. And I know, sorry about the cat. We were concerned about our calico, Bootsy, but she did show up. She was missing all day today, and we didn't see her since yesterday afternoon, and she just showed up this afternoon about the same time. So she's out roaming around. She's a good hunter, and I think she's keeping herself well fed with mice. There's no end to mice, and a few extras show up on the doorstep every day. So somebody's doing a lot of hunting out there, and I suspect it's her. The other one is in and out. Sparky's big enough to hunt, but he's not hungry usually most of the time. He's got a gut on him that won't quit. All righty. See ya, Jim. Now let's see who else we had. I sure with some others in there. K6MYC. Gary, are you here?
Whiskey 2, Whiskey Radio X-ray.
WA6AXX, no traffic.
Okay. Good evening, Ed. 773. We'll get back to you in a second. Carl, good evening to you. 294. Over to you, Carl. And how's the Mai Tai man?
Hey, Mike, we're doing okay. Aloha on your side. Yeah, I just had that little Mai Tai here, and it's ready to go. Probably going to have to get another one. Anyway, back to you. Hopefully you're doing good out there, not too hot.
Oh, it's pretty nice today. I think it peaked at 90, but really quite pleasant. We were sitting outside at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock this afternoon, and in the gazebo, and it was just warm, and that's all you can say. It wasn't overwhelming by any means. So it's a beautiful day by our standards here. Thanks for checking in, and hope your day went well as well. I don't know, nobody's commented on the 49er game. Did anybody watch it?
Yeah, I think they won.
No, they won.
Yeah, they got a touchdown at the end. They were, Seahawks were three points ahead, but somebody got a touchdown. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, okay. Well, that was a tight game, I guess. Probably a good game to watch. I didn't even think about it. We were doing other things. All right. See ya, Carl. And again, thanks very much. Aloha, mi amigo.
Aloha there, Mike. Have a good one out there. And we can, what do you call that, simulate that Mai Tai on your side. W2WRX.
Yes, for sure, because I'm not going to get one tonight. It's too late. We haven't had dinner yet. We're running behind the curve here this evening, 7-3. Now, let's see. I thought I heard some others in the Bay Area. Let's see. I got 177 in the holding pattern. How you copying me, Gary?
Yes, I copy you, Mike. You sounded good. This is Kilo Echo 6 Quebec Romeo, Bozo 177. You sounded good tonight as usual.
Yeah, well, I moved the antenna up your way, and you came up a couple of S units. Good, strong signal here. And you're going away for a while, aren't you? When are you leaving?
Well, I was supposed to leave Friday. Well, I was away for kind of a close-in trip. I was over to Delta and up at Berryessa. Came home, and we were supposed to leave Friday morning and blew the hydraulic line on my RV. Well, actually, for the power steering and the power brakes, it's on the same line. So we were able to get it out to the shop, and we're supposed to have the parts in tomorrow morning, and we should be on our way tomorrow afternoon. So, and if FedEx delivers on time with the overnight express, we will be on our way tomorrow afternoon.
Well, that's good. Sorry for the delay, but better on the home territory than somewhere out in the boonies, right?
That's right. We're going across Nevada on Highway 50. It could have happened out there.
Yeah, that would not be good to be without brakes and other things. All right, my friend. Thanks for checking in, and have a very good vacation on starting tomorrow, Monday. Hopefully you'll get the vehicle and everything will be okay, and you'll be on your way for a couple of weeks. See you when you get back. KE6QR or K6MYC, and I hear, let me get it over to you, Ed, and see if you've got anything. And then I heard also you can turn it to Oliver. Big signal from you, Oliver, and welcome back. We haven't heard you for a couple of weeks. WA6AXX with KB6BA, K6MYC.
Okay, Mikey, I think you turned the antenna, so you're way down. But nothing going on here. Everything's good. So let me turn it over to Oliver, KB6BA, WA6AXX.
Yeah, I went up north for QR. Go ahead. It's better now. Go ahead, Oliver.
Yeah, thank you, Ed, and good to be back, Mike. Spent 2 weeks in New Mexico. I went to Jerome, Arizona on the way back, and Sedona on the way there. So back to microwave stuff for a while. KB6BF.
Yeah, so much for the travel. Judy's lived in Sedona, and her parents lived in Sedona for a while, so she groaned when she heard you say that. It's a very pretty place. It's changed a lot over the years, but it's still, she has some good memories there. Okay, very good. Well, welcome back, and a booming signal tonight. God, signals out of the Bay Area are huge. Occasional little fades, but most of the time very strong here. And I was pointed way up north for Gary. He's up on the other side of the bay here, so I have to go quite north for him. Let's see here. Who else do we have? Who else is in here? I'm missing Jim, WB6, W6PQL, and KB6BA. Are you guys in here?
WB6, hi, yes, sir.
Yeah, W6PQL.
Okay, go ahead, Jim, take it, and I hear you, Dennis. We'll be up your way in a minute or two, about 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay. I guess not too much to report from over here. I think you got the weather report already. I've been busy, mostly with household things. I changed the thermostat. Took me over 3 hours to do that because I was upgrading to one that you could control with your phone, you know, and you got to put a little gizmo in the heater unit itself. And I got an older heater unit, and it didn't have all the fancy electronics that it needed, so there's a little accessory that came with it that, anyway, it just took a long time to get everything installed. I just got to get used to it. But it was time to change it. I could hardly see the darn thing, the display, after a while. After a few years, I should say. It got dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, so time to get a new one. K6MYC W6PQL 73.
Yeah, okay, good. No, we got one like that in the hallway of the house. I can't read it at all, and Judy has to get the magnifying glass out to set it. And then the one in the house, in the front of the house, went out. It was new, and it failed after less than a year, and they brought a new one out. And I said, don't give me that little dinky piece of crap. We can't read it, so they gave us a big one. Now you just touch the screen, and the temperature comes up in 1-inch high letters. I can even read that, Jim. Did I go away?
Yeah, you took kind of a fade there at the end. I didn't know when you stopped talking. But what was the last part?
Oh, I just said even I can read the 1-inch letters on the new display there. Let me see if Ken's copying you. Ken can say hello. He's been kind of absent lately, so he hasn't been in here much. WA60IB in the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC in the gang, WA60IB. Good evening, Jim. Got a nice signal here tonight. Solid copy. Very good. Yeah, I've been kind of missing the last couple of weeks, so hopefully I can hang in there a little bit. So anyway, good to hear you, Jim. W6PQL in the gang, WA60IB.
Yeah, hi, Ken. You're doing well tonight, too. You can never tell these bands, you know, they've been kind of funny lately. But you're doing well. You're about S8 or so.
Well, I'm glad I'm getting over there anyway. Okay. Well, thank you, Mike. Back to net.
Yeah, Rob, are you doing any good with Jim?
I can just barely hear him in there, and I know he's got a high noise level, so he probably can't hear me. Over.
Okay, very good. Jim, we're looking for KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie and anybody else that we've, well, K6 KLY, but I will always hear him if he checks in. And Ed was in here, but Ben QRU up there. We'll shoot it to Ed in a second here again, if he's still there, and have him make a last call for anybody that we're not hearing here. W6PQL, see you tomorrow night. K6MYC, clear, and look for KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. How about it, Mike? Nothing from Mike tonight. Maybe after dinner. Ed, you want to make a call, see if you can raise anybody up out of the woodwork?
Sure. Anybody, maybe Mike is not coming in very well where you live. Any other check-ins for Bozo Net? WA6AXX, I'll listen for about 5 seconds. Go ahead. Nothing heard, Mikey.
Okay, I thought we might have KB6JSM in here. Sometimes I hear him, sometimes I don't. He's in San Jose, but he's in an apartment with not a real terrific system. He got a good signal one day, and I couldn't figure out why. It was because he had hooked into a remote antenna that wasn't at his apartment house. So he was very strong on 6 here. Anyway, okay. Is there anybody else in the Bay Area that wants to check in, or we'd like to have you check in on the Bozo Net for 2 meters, K6MYC, Central California? Okay, very quiet. I'm going up to N6RO. Now, this should be pretty close to you, Ken. N6RO, K6MYC. know. He's wiped out from the contest, or maybe the contest isn't even. Well, it should be over by now. N6RO, N6 Radio Ontario, K6MYC. Well, he had a big contest this weekend, but I thought he'd be in here for sure. I was going to pass on some greetings from a friend, a common friend between he and I. W6KW, I worked, and he wanted to pass on his greetings to Ken. But maybe we'll catch up with Ken later. N6RO, one last call, K6MYC.
We didn't check in. You're doing a good job on that beam heading.
And well, we'll just leave it right where it is, Dennis. Why don't you take it and give us any check-ins you might have, and then we'll listen for Modesto. We usually get KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima in here. Go ahead, Dennis.
Okay, Mike, and a very pleasant good evening to you, and good evening to Mr. Kit down there. WB6 ISO, Bozo 86. Let's see, we got K6OSX 160 checked in earlier, and N1PPP 336. And had a couple others here that called 782 N6BX. And last but not least was Dan, N6TNI, number 132.
Okay, very good. I got him. And I guess Rich, KA6NBC, is still up in Alaska. Is that where he was doing some work?
I think he made it back. I'm not sure. I didn't hear him check in with me. I didn't hear him. I was talking to the boys earlier this morning. I believe he finally made it back from Alaska, but I'm not positive over.
Somebody's under there. Who was the other check-in? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that was Rich trying to check in there, KNBC. Is that Rich? Go ahead. KA6NBC, WB6ISO. Is that you? Over. Mike, that might have been him trying to check in. I'm not positive.
Well, I think it was KJ6KFB. Was that you, Darren, that tried to check in?
Oh, well, I threw my call out there once, but hey, I'll do it again. Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot, Foxtrot Bravo 756.
Yeah, very good, Darren. Nice strong signal this evening here. No problem. Was there another station that was trying to get in between all this? K6MYC Bozo Net. Check in. Okay, I don't hear him now. Well, very good, Dennis. We got everything from you. Let me see if John is here. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. Are you here, John?
Good evening, Mike and Judy in the net.
Mike.
Night, KD6 WVL 1179.
Yeah, Mike.
Hang on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that other station because his audio was really bad. I don't know exactly who that was trying to check in. That other station trying to check in the Bozo Net. Do you want to try it again? No, negative on that one there, Mike. I'm not exactly sure who it was. But anyway, a very pleasant good evening to you. How old is Judy if she's around?
Yeah, who are you looking for, Dennis?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out that other station that was trying to check in. Their audio and everything else was overdriven so much, it was kind of hard to understand exactly who it was. So I was just trying to give them an opportunity, but I don't hear nothing. So I'll get out of the way. Pleasant good evening to you. Say hello to Judy for me. And now, a quick question. You did some your eye test. How'd that come out?
Well, that's a long story, Dennis. Hang on a second. That's you've been trying to hear the other station that's checking in, but let's just see. I think it's John, and he's in Modesto, and for some reason you're not hearing John. Make a transmission, John, and tell us, see if you can make a contact with Dennis up there in Rio Linda. Over.
Well, I heard you, Dan.
I'm pointing the wrong direction.
It doesn't matter.
On the feed.
I should hear you. Go ahead, John.
Okay, Dennis, can you hear me? KD6 WVL Modesto.
weekday station there? Is that the one that you were trying to hear, Dennis?
No, I didn't hear John at all. Got Dan here, 132. Would like to check in directly. Stand by there for just a minute there, Dan. No, there was another station, but he was way over modulated. I don't know who it was. But anyway, good evening, John, down there in Modesto. I'm just not hearing him at this time up this way there, Mike.
Okay, N6TNI. Dan, say hello, K6MYC.
Yeah, Dan says he's not hearing. Dan, you're not hearing Mike? Okay, well, you are checked in.
Dennis, is Dan still talking?
No. Everything's clean, clear up here. We're all out of the way there. He indicated that he just couldn't copy you. He just probably don't have his antenna point that way, but I know he should be able to hear you. You're a good 10 to 20 over S9. But no, everything's all done up here. We're out of the way. A pleasant good evening.
Okay, yeah, something's wrong with Dan's station there, because I couldn't even hear a trace of him, and that's not normal. He's usually easy copy in here. Even turned the wrong way, you should hear bits and pieces of me and your voice booming in. All right, 7-3, Dennis. We had somebody beside KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. Who was the one that what's the number I wrote down here, Judy? Right there, the last.
1179.
Before that.
756.
Okay, well, that was Darren. We got Darren in there. Okay, well, let's just finish up with you, John. Sorry about that. A lot of traffic that isn't hearing each other here. That's the reason for the stream, guys, so you know who's on here. KD6WVL, how was your weekend? Over.
Oh, not bad, Mike, not bad. I missed Wednesday and Thursday. Second time I did an oil change on my grandson's Mustang, and first time found a bad water pump, and this time found a bad radiator, so that was a highlight.
Oh, joy. Both of them just a joy to fix, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. It wouldn't have been so bad if it was a 65 Mustang, but it was a 2014, and, you know, they got so much junk on there on the radiator. You got the transmission cooler, the AC cooler, you know. I did shed a lot of blood, though.
Yeah, well, most of the time you will, underneath underneath all the ragged edges and the hose clamp edges, and oh my God. Okay, well, hopefully I heal up in the next week or two. Thanks for checking in, John. KD6WBL, K6MYC. Let's take a listen. N6RO, are you here, Ken?
Yeah, Roger. Mike, N6RO, Bozo 835.
Yeah, we got you.
Charlie Mike 7 Delta X-ray. High temperature was 85, and it's getting cooler throughout the week. So I'm going to do some work outside. It's been a couple of months since I've ventured out to do anything useful. And dinner was mahi-mahi and asparagus and famous Brentwood corn and you caught me okay?
Oh, yeah, but you didn't check in when I went by you the first time, so I had to come back. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I usually don't get out here till about this time, and I just got here. Contest-wise, I did a single band 80 meters, which was very painful with the thunderstorm static and the Russian woodpecker, or the communist woodpecker, wherever it is. But I have the high 80-meter QSO total in the world, including the Asians. Only 36, but that's what it took. 6 hours on the air. And we had a remote guy on 20 meters. He won his category. He had 370-some contacts on 20. And N6WM was single op all band 24 hour, the new category they have instead of 48. And he had one short of 1,000 QSOs. He did a really good strategy, you know, taking advantages of the operating and taking the off times when he had to. Anyway, that's my story, and I'll stick by it. N6RO.
Okay, very good. We'll find on the contest, and congratulations on being the most numb from the neck both ways person to be able to operate 80 meters, or 160 and 80 with the static. Oh, my God. But congratulations on putting up with that stuff. By the way, I did work Pete, W6KW, over the weekend, and he urged me to pass on his best wishes to you. He's okay, living down in Georgia, as you know. But we had quite a chat and quite a group of people that gathered to talk to us, and we had a couple of Africans and the normal routine, and his beam was stuck on Europe. It's a full-size 4-element on the top of a hill, so obviously he was attracting the Europeans there. Anyway, he says hello, and we'll be looking for you on the bands one way or the other here. Over.
Yeah, fine. I assume that was 40 meters. That's where I last talked to Pete. It's probably been at least a year. Was that 40?
Yeah, 40 meters. I was on, well, it turned out we ended up on 7137, same frequency I'm on every morning on, over.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll take a listen one of these days to say hi to Pete. We really had some nice competition when he lived out here. I'll see you on a couple of bands tomorrow, N6RO.
Yeah, okay, we'll see you tomorrow, of course. Now, Pete's doing fine, and but he doesn't operate that hour and 40 very often. It was he woke up after sleeping some, and just checked the band, and there I was. So we got into a round table. I was talking to another fella back in Chicago. But then Pete popped in. So there you are. But he doesn't operate that 40-meter band much at that time of the night. He's going to be more on long path 40 in the morning, so you probably will never connect with him unless it's an unusual night like it was. I can't tell you about our dinner because we haven't had it yet. We're running a little late here, but we've been having quite a show from the skunks here this evening. Good evening for now, Ken, and we'll see you tomorrow. N6RO, okay, 6MYC.
Yeah, very good. We'll say, give my howdy to Pete if I don't get to do it first. I need to be a little more active during the week instead of waiting for a contest. See you tomorrow, N6RO.
Yeah, just confirm the 49ers won.
Yeah, and my favorite, the U.S. Open tennis I watched all weekend, and I figured Alcaraz would win it, and he did. And I was rooting for Anisimova on the ladies' side, but she lost to Sabalenka, which was predictable. Anyway, now I got to start watching football, N6RO.
Well, okay. I think the 49ers won. They kicked a touchdown just right at the end of the game. Seahawks were leading by 3. I don't know, but I just thought I'd pass it on because somebody asked me. 7-3. See you later. And I'm going right into Sacramento here. We've already got Darren. Who else do we have up there in Sacramento? Okay, 6MYC.
I saw the last 2 minutes.
AJ6QS.
G6 Queen Lima. Good evening, George.
Good evening, Mike. Very strong signal tonight. Very nice. But you were mentioning that you're late, so I won't hold you up much. AJ6QS.
Yeah, give me your number. 1031.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, 1031. 1031. And best to Judy.
Okay. And Judy says hi. Thank you very much. No worries. We just haven't had dinner yet, so we want to get that out of the way before we retire for the evening here. All right. 7-3, George, good to hear you again. We hear you about once a week here, so thank you at least for getting in as often as whenever you can there. AG6 Queen Lima, K6MYC, looking for KO6KD.
Yeah, good evening, Mike, and the rest of the Bozos, KO6KD. 776, where the high today was, I just had it right here. It wasn't nearly as much as they thought it was going to be, I don't think. 91 degrees, looking for a little cooler tomorrow, about 94. And let's see here, that's it, got nothing else to say. Let's see, that's it. So you got Darren, John's waiting out here, so you're nice and loud tonight. So perhaps we'll see everybody tomorrow morning. K6MYC, KO6KD.
Okay, and I am looking for John for 2 reasons, so we'll look for him in a moment here. Very good. Yeah, you're nice and loud. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Judy's sitting here, and we're watching a skunk show. I guess the show is over, isn't it? Did they eat all the food? Huh?
Looks like it.
Yeah, they may be back to finish off the last
big ones,
of the second.
Biggest ones I've ever seen.
Yeah, 3 big skunks. The little boys are growing up. I guess we're feeding them good enough. See you in the morning, Bill. Now, KR6MR, John, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. KR6MR, Bozo 759. Go ahead.
Okay, and we searched our supplies of slugs, and the only slug I can come up with, I think that might help you, but it may not, is a 25-watt slug. But I think your amplifier runs more than that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's good for 50 watts.
Yeah, and I was looking for a 50 or 100, but I don't have one. So if you want the 25 to calibrate against the 10, you could get it, but it's not going to tell you much about the amplifier output, over.
No, it's okay. I think I've got things figured out on how I'm going to do it. But thank you anyway.
Okay, no worries. And how everything else okay up there?
I tweaked my back again yesterday, but that's, normal for me. The temperature today was all of 84 degrees, and I'm not going to see 80 degree or better till next Friday. It's going to be in the 70s up here, so it's really cooling off.
Yeah, very good, very good. It was about the same temperature here as Bill had, 90, 91, something like that. I don't think we looked at it, but it didn't get over that. But very good. All right, I'm going to see if I can get Redding in here. We've got pretty good conditions tonight, and then we'll head for Nevada and wrap this thing up so we can go get some dinner. Thank you, John, and we'll see you tomorrow down at 6, of course, 6 meters. KR6MR 759, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Thank you much. I'll see you tomorrow night on 6 meters. Yeah. Okay, so you head on up to Redding, KR6MR, going over to FM.
Yeah, I haven't heard Paul in here this evening. I thought we might have Paul. Paul, are you copying me at all? K6 Whiskey India Sugar? No, Paul. So he's either doing something else or forgot the net or whatever. Let me see. Redding. Let's go for Redding. Charlie, November 80. KD6 Sugar Whiskey and KO6HS, Kilo Oscar 6 Hotel Sugar. KD6SW. Are you there tonight, Rich? Over.
Why, yes, I'm here front and center. This is KD6 Shortwave here in Redding, number 145. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Good signal. A little wavery, but quite a strong signal. And I didn't even try peeking on you, so sounds good. Let's see if Jerry's in there. KO6HS. How about it, Jerry? Over.
Roger. KO623.
Okay, well, you were so quick I couldn't sweep and speak on you, but we've got your 230, KO6HS, K6MYC. Quite a bit down from Rich tonight for some reason, but I'm sure you'll be building up and do a big peak in a minute or two. Anyway, thanks for checking in and thanks for being there as always. I know some days it's difficult for you to get here on the weekend. Make another transmission and I'll try to optimize on you there. KO6HS, K6MYC, over.
Had a nice day out here, mid-80s, and it's going to be pleasant. It's going to be pleasant weather, so let's see if we can't get down there. Hard copy now, Mike. Over.
Yeah, coming up. So the band's giving us a little bit to finish up with here, Jerry. Thanks much for sticking around and let me peek on you. Where am I pointed here? What is that? 3 what, Judy?
322.
322?
322.
Yeah, weird heading. Way west of where I normally get you guys at 333 usually. So that was a strange heading, but it's working, so we won't complain. Hi. Thanks again, Jerry. Great to hear you guys, and that should be a cooler week for us all, I think. KO6HS for your final, and then up to Rich, K6MYC.
Roger, yep, it came up just a little bit there, hopefully just enough for a good copy. Yeah, we're expecting some mild weather and a good pleasant week coming up, so hopefully it'll stay that way and we'll have a nice time to be able to get outside and not melt. Over.
Yeah, and repair or upgrade the station. Don't forget next weekend, try to keep Saturday night available for us. We're going to be calling for you guys, but the contest starts at 11 in the morning on Saturday next weekend, and we sure like to get Charlie November 80 in the log for me and a lot of other people. So maybe we can look for you guys either at the beginning of the net or maybe sometime in the evening. Let's say 7 o'clock or something. KO6HS, is that a possibility? What's the best time for you? At 11 a.m. in the morning or 7 p.m. in the evening? Boy, it took a fade, didn't it? I was asking you what's the best time next weekend if you could get on Saturday for a few minutes. The contest starts at 11 a.m. and I could be out here calling you on 2 meters at 11 a.m. Or I can look for you around 7 o'clock in the evening on Saturday night. Over.
Roger, is that you're talking about the 20th?
No, next weekend. I think that's the 13th or 14th. Over.
Okay. Usually, shoot, probably middle of the day if I'm on here. If I'm around middle of the day, over.
Yeah, I didn't get that. And the daytime is better for you, 11 a.m. to noon or something on Saturday?
You said the middle of the day.
Yeah, boy, he's just taking huge fades. You just took another big dump. Okay. Well, we'll do the best we can. We'll keep an ear out for you. And if you can get on in the middle of the day, maybe you can make some other people very happy. The problem is they're not going to know enough to turn north for you. They have to have instructions, and I'm usually the instructor. Hi. 73 is up to you, Rich, and maybe you can fill Jerry in on what I was saying if you copied it. KD6SW, K6MYC.
Well, okay, I'll mention around sometime during the day, and maybe 11 o'clock or so and see what happens. Who knows, it might be, we'll see anyhow. Anyway, if you're talking to me, 86 shortwave, William, over.
Okay, very good. And of course, we'll look for you. We'll look for you tomorrow on 6. We'll look for you tomorrow on 6, Rich. 7373, KO6HS and KD6SW. 73 guys, K6MYC, over.
Copy, B6 JNP.
Okay, give us your number for Judy's got the log in front of her, over.
107.
Okay, thank you, Dane. Good to hear you. you finished with dinner?
About 3/4.
Okay, we haven't even started yet, so we're anxious to get out of here and get going. And we're trying to squeeze the last drops out of the Sacramento area. Is there anybody else up in Sacramento? How about KE6ILX? Over. KE6ILX or K6 Whiskey India Sugar? KE6ILX or K6 Whiskey India Sugar? Anybody? KW6T? I guess that's it. We're going to Nevada then. Good night, all. K6MYC going toward Nevada. Okay, here we are up toward Nevada. KD6BQ, I haven't heard you pounding away on CW. Hopefully you're there, Richard. KD6BQ, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249, over.
Yeah, booming in, so we've got great conditions between us here this evening. And Rob can probably hear you too. Rob, you copying Richard?
Yep, copying really well. How you doing, Richard? KD6BQ, KM6SRR.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. KM6SRR, KD6BQ. Good to hear your voice tonight. Sounding good.
Roger. Yeah, I just realized I was pointing towards Larry, so you probably hear me better now.
Yep, that perked your signal up to a little over S9. Good, solid signal tonight.
Yep, I'm getting you about S6 or so that's good. Thanks, Mike.
Okay, very good. Good evening to you, Richard, and of course we'll look for you tomorrow on 6 meters. Let's see if Daniel or Larry are in here. And I don't know, we might try for Eric. Let's see if Eric is in here. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. I'll be all right. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. We got cats talking to skunks here. They're making nice here. Got a very big wild animal menagerie going here this evening. Daniel, are you there? KE7UQL. Go ahead.
Here is 272 KE7UQL. Hello there.
Yeah, good signal. Good signal. And Rob, you want to say hello to Dan?
Sure. How you doing, Daniel? KE7UQL. This is KM6SRR.
KM6SRR. Good signals from you, Rob. Howdy.
You're a little fade. I'm not sure if you're still talking or not.
Well, he came back to you and just said, how you doing? That's all. Very good, Daniel. Thank you. Let's see. Have you anybody heard Larry in here tonight? N7WT? But N7 Whiskey Victor Alpha Zulu, N7VAZ. Anybody hear Eric in here?
If you're there, Eric, go ahead. KD6BQ.
I don't hear him.
Do you hear anything, Daniel? I don't hear him here.
Negative on Eric. Do not hear him. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll let it go for tonight then, and I will look quickly for Stan, K7SUN. Stan, are you floating around somewhere at the end of the season here? Oh, Stan. Maybe one of these days Stan will surprise us and check in. N7 Whiskey Tango, last call, Larry, K6MYC. And the N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, last call, Eric, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Okay, I guess that's it. We'll see you tomorrow night on 222, Daniel. And we'll see you on 6 meters, Richard. Thanks very much for being there this evening. Good evening. Hope you had a good weekend there. KD6BQ, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, 7-3 there. Have a good evening. I will not make it to 6 meters tomorrow. Will not make it to 6 meters. Tomorrow is our astronomy club meeting. So anyway, we'll see you on next Wednesday on 2. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249 in Nevada.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for giving me a heads up on that. I know you have that meeting, but I never can keep track of what day of the week it is or what day of the month it is that you have your meeting there. Good. Well, we'll see you then on Wednesday again. No question. All right. Take care. Daniel, 73s, and we'll see you tomorrow on 222. KE7UQL, K6MYC will be clear but listening.
KE7UQL, see you on 222, 73.
73. Did. Okay, Rob, you want to head down, see if we can get Eddie?
Sure, sounds good to me.
Oh, I hear KE6ILX. Let me get over your way a little bit there. KE6ILX, is that better?
Oh yeah, lots better. Got here a little bit late and went into the house and then came back out and but I caught you, so I'm glad. KE6ILX here in the mobile.
Yeah, very strong, very nice signal tonight. Conditions are quite good. The only one up your way that we didn't get that's quite of regular would be Paul, K6 Whiskey India Sugar. I haven't heard Paul at all, but I'm sure he would have made it to me if he'd been in there. So there you go. Anyway, great to hear you. Thanks for remembering and getting on the net. We're just about done here. We're heading back toward south. We've got one guy that checks in quite late from Porterville down here. Good evening to you, and we'll see you tomorrow night, maybe on 222, Jeff. KE6ILX, K6MYC.
Yeah, I'm still working on that, but and I'm probably going to do something in the contest. I'm not sure. I'm considering just doing the old run down the valley and throw a few grids on the air and then back up here. So probably do something for the contest, not sure. But anyway, KE6ILX here, 96, and Charlie Mike 99.
Okay, very good. Well, you're also welcome here if you end up coming down the valley and you need to stop over Saturday night or something. You're welcome here. So keep that in mind. Play it by ear. Mostly your stuff will be what, 2 meters, and what else on the radio on the truck there?
Yeah, I'll have 2 432, 1296, and I can do 6 meters. My other loop is pretty beat up. I was planning on getting another one from you, but I probably won't have that in time.
Yeah, I probably got one here.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll start out down there. Anyway, I'll figure it out. So I'll let you know. I'll call you if I'm thinking of coming down early.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks much for checking in here, and good to hear you. KE6ILX, K6MYC, clear. Anybody else before we go to the Southland? Nothing heard. KW6 Papa Echo. I know you were in there earlier, but I don't think you stuck around. I'm rotating to the south, Rob.
Roger, Roger. I am too. You look for late checks or missed in the Bay Area?
No, we got most everybody.
We haven't heard from Vlad in a long time, have we?
Who?
Vlad, K6, what do you say, whiskey something or other?
Vodka, bourbon, and gin, VGB. Oh, no, that's not right. Vodka, please.
That's it.
Yeah, right. Well, we could go back to the Bay Area. Let's see if Eddie's in there. I've already swung. I remembered we didn't get KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie or Vlad, or there was one other that could also have been in there. Oh, Gary was missing tonight, 1090. Eddie, KE6BK. KE6BK, are you in there this evening from Porterville or anybody else down that way? Bozo Net, 2 meters. KE6MYC, over. KB6RQU, are you still listening here, Rick? Okay, you keep calling, Rob, and I'm going to rotate back to the Bay Area, okay?
Okay. KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for the 2 meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, this is KM6SR with K6MYC, standing by. Eddie, KE6BK, you on tonight?
I also will look for Tom K. KW6 Sugar. Tom, are you in there tonight? Oh, he said he might not make it now that I remember. That's why he isn't in here. Okay, let me go up north further. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. KB6 WFC, are you in there tonight, Mike? K6MYC Bozo Net. Late checks and missed.
WB6791090 when you get this way.
I'm pointed at you, so we got you, Gary. I was going to check you next there. Yeah, you were the missing one of the 2 or 3 missing ones out of the area there. 1090, good to hear you. Go ahead.
Well, thanks, Mike. Yeah, we had a very late dinner. I was telling my daughter, I hope we didn't miss the second pass. Once again, they're coming in about S9, solid signals. Nothing really to report. It was a, 78, 80 degrees. And I didn't do much radio today except on 2 meters. That is 2 meter FM. So, yeah, not much to report. But we'll be, maybe something will happen between now and 6 meters tomorrow. K6MYCW679.
Well, maybe they'll sink another drug boat, huh?
You never know, Mike.
Yeah, that one of the guys says, that's AI, absolute incineration.
No, AI, well, Dean, I do teach math. I said AI is good. If you need to add up numbers, yeah. If you need to do that, great. If you need it to sync, bad news.
Okay. Anyway, good evening to you. We haven't had dinner yet, so we're going to close quickly here. Gary, good to hear you, and we'll look for you tomorrow on 6, okay?
Sounds good. Have a great dinner. K6MYC, 679,
thank you, Gary. I'm missing 1129 tonight. Where's old Brett? N5NPD or K6N6H, what the hell's, oh, for God's sake, N6 Charlie Hotel?
Hear about Merle?
Yeah, what's Merle's call? I've lost it.
Let me look back. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Well, he's 1134, and it doesn't matter. He didn't check in. He's been checking in much on 2 meters. He's been checking in mostly on 6. Okay, I think we are done. Rob, give one more call down south.
Yeah, I turned up to try to hear Gary. So I didn't hear Eddie down there, so he's probably not there.
Okay, well, then we're done. You want to make a count? I'll have Judy count up here, too.
Okay, yeah, I did. I've got 43.
You got 43. We only got 41. So we'll believe yours. Oh, I didn't put 831 in here. You worked 831, and who else down there?
Well, we worked Ted, number 10, and 831. We did work Rick. You didn't hear him, but he was there, 61.
I don't think I wrote 61 down here. That's where they 2 are. Okay, we're on the same page then. Good enough. 7-3. We'll talk to you tomorrow. And good evening to you, Aaron, if you're listening in the background there. K6USY, KM6SRR, or anybody else listening, this is K6MYC, Bozo 47 in Delta Mike 07, closing the 2 meter net on September 7.
Also, Mike, there was John K6MI in there, 711. Did you get him?
Oh, yeah, we got John.
Okay, I might have stepped on Aaron. Go ahead, Aaron. Well, I'm not hearing Aaron. Good night, Mike and Judy. K6MI, K6MYC, KM6SRR. 73, guys.
Okay, 73, Rob, thanks. Oh, good night for now.